Merry Christmas!
Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy everything you celebrate.
Happy all the days. Todos los days.
It's It's officially Christmas season now that Thanksgiving is over. But let me tell you.
Listen, come on now. We all love Thanksgiving, but it's kind of been Christmas since the cups came out from Starbucks, let's be honest.
Down here in Florida, it was Christmas the day Halloween was over. And I'm not
literally,
gonna lie to you, I loved it.
So that's the thing. So what I've learned from being down here in Florida is they have roadside tents. Like if you're from the Northeast, like when there was a tent sale at your favorite like local department store, this was huge. Like I grew up and we had Boscov's. I don't know if anybody had that, but like when Boscov's had the tent sale, like you stalked it for days until it opened. So down here it's tent sales for trees. They they truck them down here. And there's like this crazy thing, like if you want a tall tree, like 12 feet, 10 feet, like you have to get it early. So, but people down here get their trees before Thanksgiving. Like I know a lot of people who have them already.
I like it. There are Christmas lights up everywhere. There's holiday decorations down the streets. Last night in Naples, they had the official tree lighting and they do
What?
Yeah. I know. I was not prepared for. That caught me off guard. But they do this really cute thing where they have these machines that like put out like this soapy fake snow on the street.
Oh God.
Since it obviously doesn't snow here in Florida, but
chemicals.
So oh my God, just let me have one holiday.
Do you play in it? Is it like a foam party from college?
No, it's not a foam party. It just like gently falls down on the streets.
Sorry.
So that it just like gives the effect of like a light flurry.
They used to do that when I was in the Nutcracker, literally on wood floor when we were performing at the local like high school stage, and they would have the snow come down, which sounds similar. And we were on point shoes and we were like, okay, don't break your ankle with the fake snow coming down.
Yeah.
So hard. I have vivid memories, but it was beautiful. I am the Christmas ILF, if anyone hasn't noticed. I am extremely ill.
Well, that comes with this time of year. You're run
'tis
down.
The season.
Your kids are all
Look, I have your potion. I only did it once. I'm gonna do it again. 6 droppers full under your tongue, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It can't hurt.
No.
Salve and silver. Also, for those that can't see us, if you're not watching, because we are going to be posting these on YouTube, we are in our Christmas jammies.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember
from last year?
Do you remember that? Oh, she's putting the drops under her tongue.
I'm listening. I can still talk.
No, I know. Do you remember that the Holderness family? It was a former news reporter and her husband created this video to Will Smith's Miami, but instead of "Welcome to Miami," it was "In my Christmas jammies." It was so good.
Did they do a bunch of videos during COVID?
Yeah, they're like super famous now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I do remember them.
But that was like their OG video.
That's pretty cute, though. I wish I was that trickstery.
I know. You are, though. We just have to get you to do it more publicly.
I just need to stop being sick. Like, I literally was sick for 10 days in October. I'm sick again. I need to stop. Yeah. Okay. How to be a contributing member of society. Stop being sick and stop moving.
Yes. Okay.
All I want for Christmas is that.
We're getting there. Well, along with the holiday season, as much fun as it can be, comes a lot of responsibility for moms. And we're here to take some of that pressure off of you by doing the shopping kind of for you. You still are going to have to go.
I'm not going any stores.
And purchase. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to be able to buy all your gifts for you, but we can't do that. But we're going to post links in the show notes. So we're going to make it super easy for you. Kacie and I are going to go down and tell you some of the best gifts that we think are out there this year for those on your shopping list. We did a little poll on Instagram this week, and here's the results that we got from you guys in terms of number 1 was the best gift that someone has gotten for you, and there were some results for spa days.
Ooh.
As a mom is
you can't go wrong, but make certain, because not every spa is created equal. Make certain it is her spa that you are getting the gift card for.
Right. You can, so little tip for this, I did this with you. I text somebody else in the family or like a
Yes.
friend or like somebody else that would know
Yes.
where does she go? What's the best place to get
Where
a
does she,
card
where
for?
does she go? I don't
Where
know why it reminded me of like it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Like I'm like lurking somewhere.
where the F is she? No, like what spa does she like? You know, some people are very particular about their estheticians. Like who do they like to
Yes,
go to? Where can I get? I think that's such a personalized thing because they're going
it
to use
is.
it. People do that with like manicures and pedicures too. Like where's their like
You
local
know, it's
spa that
another
they love to
thing.
go to?
Our hair appointments. Like, how expensive is it to get your hair
Yeah,
done? And the
yeah,
lighter you are, it's even more expensive.
yeah.
Haircuts are
Right.
hundreds of dollars. And then they're
Yeah.
like, oh, do you want a blowout too? It's like, that doesn't come with it. And listen, hairstylists are absolutely incredible. But like, I feel like the blow dry used to
Prices
come
are, yeah,
with it.
yeah. And now
I
there's like a
think.
hot tool option if you want to get
Yes.
drilling.
Yep.
Um, Listeners, I was very impressed with you. You guys are very sensitive and empathetic people because for the question that we had number 2 of the best gift that you've given, the responses were about like very selfless acts and not like gifts to their family, but donations and gifts to people that were in need. Someone said that they gifted a bunch of groceries to a
I
family in
love
need.
that.
And that is
People have
so
been doing
sweet.
that with gas cards and then the grocery gift cards
Hmm.
too, because it is very, very, very difficult,
Yeah.
especially going into the holiday season. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure people are really, really feeling this.
My
And
friend is having a holiday party, and I love this idea. She's saying, bring all of your gently used toys that you're trying to get rid of, or bring all of your gently used clothes, and she's going to bring them to the women's shelter and donate them there, which is, first of all, a lovely idea because half the battle with donating sometimes is like
is
finding a
taking it.
place. Yeah. Either like physically doing it and getting it out of the trunk of your car when it's been sitting there for a year. I might be speaking on experience. But yeah, then also finding places in your area that will accept donations like that. So I love that she's like, that's a gift to me that she's giving
Right.
to help me handle that because I certainly want to be able to donate things.
But that's also a teaching moment, not for Asher yet, but for Sienna and for kids who
Yeah.
understand. And it's like Santa, and this is something I don't know if we've talked about it on here, but it's something that I've talked about before. Is like Santa's going to bring you presents, and like so you have to make space for those
Mm-hmm.
presents. So we're going to donate something that you don't play with anymore, or like
Mm-hmm.
we're going to give something to somebody who would really love to play with it. And I think that's really important. The other thing is, I just looked it up and now I just forgot it. There's this thing called the Buy Nothing program. Have you heard of that?
No.
So it's not necessarily gift related, but my friend Christina was telling me about it. She's I think in like the New York State area. And it's basically like if you're having a party or if you need like I would imagine like a power tool or like something like specific that you don't want to have to buy, there are Facebook groups and it's called the Buy Nothing Project. So you can like lend them to your
Oh,
neighbors.
that's cool.
Yeah. So my initial thought, because we're from the Northeast, is like a heat lamp, because those are
Yeah.
really expensive. And if you're like having a party down here, it would
Right.
be like a Mister fan.
Yeah.
But I
No.
mean, it's interesting.
Yeah. Oh my God. I can't think of the amount of like either baby stuff or like you said, like a space heater or something like
Right.
that. You really only need for like a certain amount of time. And then like
But
they're
I'm
just
sure
sitting
if
there
you
with
go
never used
on there,
again.
you'll see ideas where you're like, oh, I never thought to ask for that. That's a great
Mm-hmm.
idea. The other thing that my mom brought up to me that I would love to start doing is a 3 gift rule, because I think we all know people who literally you cannot walk. A clear path cannot be blazed from the bottom of the staircase to the tree if you tried.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Like gifts upon gifts upon gifts upon gifts.
Yeah.
Like you're
We're
just buying.
not that family.
But that is a thing. And that's,
I know.
for me, it's like I would like to, I guess, implement that like a 3 gift rule where we get Jack 3
Yeah.
presents. And the other thing that I'm implementing is a 1 gift rule. Like I already told my mom, I'm like, you can get him 1 thing.
Yeah.
Don't get him 100 things.
Well,
A, because I don't want to bring it back, and B, because he doesn't need it.
I've heard of families that had to do this because basically grandparents compete with each other to
Oh,
be the most loved in the family. And when there are varying financial situations between grandparents, that can be a real sticking point. And also when there's like parents and grandparents and whatever, and there's like multiple upon multiple sets
right.
of grandparents, you know?
Right.
So yeah, the limit is certainly something good to implement. Things that you as listeners are hoping to get this year were tickets to certain concerts you had mentioned, which I think tickets and experiences are an amazing gift. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Back on the experience thing, a cooking class somebody mentioned. I think that's such
Love
a
that.
great one. Or like any type of skill, like down here in Florida, everybody golfs, a golf lesson maybe, or
Yes.
like something like
Tennis.
that. Yeah. And then somebody wrote, I loved this, clarity and calmness and confidence with her body back again, which obviously we talk so much about that here. So to that listener, we love you. We hope you are getting some
If
clarity and
only that
calmness.
could come in a box.
Yeah, if only that could come. Maybe from this show, you can get some of that, the confidence from your body. I don't know that you get calmness from this show, as we are two
No.
squirrels that just go off without a hitch most days, but sorry.
Sorry.
And holiday traditions that you have in your family. Somebody wrote in that they do scratch off tickets that they all buy for each other. I think that's so cute. I wonder if anybody ever hit big. I didn't DM back and ask, but that would be something that would be really cool to see. And then another one said that they sit around their holiday table for dinner each year and share the best thing that had happened that year, which I think is very cute. What are some traditions that you have in your family, Case?
So we do a
Either
very
your like family of origin or just your like family of you and Eric too.
so well, we didn't really have any time to come up with any traditions because we had a baby right away. But our traditions, my grandmother on my mom's side upholds this for sure. My family is from Slovakia. My great grandparents came from Slovakia, so we have a very traditional Slovakian Christmas Eve. I think for a lot of people, Christmas Eve is like the big one. And like that's where you're dressy and fancy and you have to put on makeup. And then like Christmas Day is like super chill.
Yes.
And that's when you just feed your face. It's like Thanksgiving 2.0. So we do sauerkraut soup. It's like cabbage soup. We do no red meat. We wait until the first star in the sky. My grandma comes around and does a blessing in Slovak with holy water. We do holy bread with honey. And then what we do is like the youngest kids in the family, say there are 3 tables. So the 3 youngest people in the family bring in baby Jesus, like these little figurines, and put them on the center of the table. So it's like basically like Jesus being born. Yeah. And then Santa always comes. Santa always stops by my house, but we have to sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer first.
For him to appear?
That he does not come until that. And then Polar Express was always our book before bedtime. And now that I'm a mommy, I don't know if I'll be able to hear the bell. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
I know. I hope I can still hear it. I still believe in Santa. So maybe I'll still be able to hear it.
We have to keep us posted on that.
I will.
Let us know.
How about you?
We do the red pajama thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they've been in our family for like 20 plus years, and if you haven't grown since then, like you don't get any more. And
right.
Our family's like decorated them or like sewn like cute little things on them. So that was with my dad's side of the family. And you know, the funny thing was when Mark first came into the family, I was like, okay, you have to get like red pajamas. He's like, all right, I get it. And I think he thought that it was like be as ridiculous as you possibly could.
Oh.
So he got a onesie. Which, if you haven't seen a photo of Mark, he's 6'7". So like a onesie.
Like where do you find that?
Striped. Yeah. And so that's been like and it was like so tight on him that it just basically looked like a Speedo. So then he had to wear shorts underneath of it. But like now it's like my family like find it so hilarious. Because he's Jewish and like Christmas is not his holiday to begin with. So that he went like all out to participate and be a part of our tradition. They were like obsessed with it. So now he like had to wear it to everyone. But since moving to Florida, I now do it with my mom's side of the family. So this is where I'm in my blue PJs right now with a little like holiday heart or stars all over them that we got last year.
They're so cute.
They're so cozy. I got them when I was pregnant, so they're like extra, extra large, and I'm not changing them. I'm still going to be wearing them.
There is a superhero that I'm thinking of from a cartoon, and he has like a red jumpsuit with like a Speedo over top of it, and I'm just
yeah, I think it's The Incredibles, right?
It is, but isn't it like the cleft chin man or something?
Yeah, that's the guy from The Incredibles.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm picturing him. He's like really like heavy up top, but then he's got like these skinny little legs. And the whole family wears the same. The whole family wears the same.
No, it's from Jimmy Neutron. Oh, but he doesn't have pants. So this would be Mark
Oh,
if
that guy.
he didn't
Oh.
have pants.
Well, wow, he's gonna
But
be
instead,
thrilled
he's an
with that
incredible. So
comparison.
that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Oh,
then with Mark's family, everybody's kind of all over the place. So we try to at least like FaceTime during one or two of the nights of Hanukkah, especially as the
yeah.
kids are opening their gifts. And a
How has
tradition,
that been? Let me ask you that. So,
yeah,
as a lifelong Catholic, how has that been learning the Jewish traditions, the Hanukkah traditions, and then implementing them?
I think it's been fine. I mean,
Yeah.
especially because they're
Is
not
it
on the
so
same day
fun
as
though?
Christmas.
Like that's what
Like,
I'm saying. Like it's
yeah,
elongating. Like we're like, oh damn it, we only get like 1.5 day, like 2 days. But like, is that
yeah.
cool to elongate it?
I would say it's certainly a lot just in our house because we go right from Mark's birthday to Sienna's birthday to Hanukkah, like Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas, and then there's going
Yeah.
to be Asher's birthday right away, and then I'm going to need a break for the
Right.
next 6 months. Um, but no, it is fun. It is really nice. I already got like a new menorah for
Uh huh.
our house down here, so I'm excited.
Michael
And just
Aram
like,
makes really pretty menorahs.
yeah,
Or
beautiful
Aram,
ones.
Aram.
I say Aram.
Aram.
Yeah.
And you get a gift every day, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where it gets crazy is because the family does like send a ton of stuff and it's all in Amazon boxes. And last year I felt this need to like wrap all of them. But I've
Oh.
just started cheating and putting bows on the boxes and being like, here you
Just
go.
get the same gift bag and just put them in the gift bag and put
Yeah. Or
like
maybe I
tissue
should just get
paper
like one enormous gift bag and just be like, okay, close your eyes, reach in
and
and
pick
pick something
something.
out. Yeah.
So
That's a
like
good idea.
what are examples? Like are you going to buy Sienna and Asher presents or you just let the grandparents buy them?
I kind of just let the family do it. Like
Yeah.
we'll get them
Or
something
family.
cute
Yeah.
for Hanukkah to open from us. Um, and then a huge topic that I want to save for when in a couple weeks from now we're doing a holiday hot take episode.
Yikes.
So I do not want to talk about it right now. I want us to save it for this. But this whole thing of like, why do we give Santa all the credit for what the parents do?
Oh. Well,
Save it.
see,
Save your thoughts. We'll talk
okay.
about it later.
Okay. Okay.
But so that,
But
yeah, it's like,
Santa, listen, Santa is a good guy.
oh, great guy.
He's a great guy.
I mean, fabulous. So
Good
nice.
stock.
Have you ever
Yeah.
met him in person?
Once.
Once.
Just once.
In your
But
house
my
or at the mall? Like, did you catch him at the chimney?
I did catch him once.
Mm,
But my
okay.
parents would always have to go to the Santa meetings every year. Like it was
Oh.
one day, I don't know if your parents had to do this, but there was one day where they had to go and meet with Santa and basically like make their case for like, give them the report. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think they would
I
do
like
some
it. We're getting
shopping
some
on the
ideas
side
here.
too. Yeah.
So one of the last questions we asked the followers and the audience on Instagram this week was, who do you struggle shopping for the most? And the best, or not, I don't want to say the best, the most answers we got were for parents and in-laws,
Yes.
which I agree. I am shocked that husbands weren't on this. They weren't like a recurring answer as much. Following parents and in-laws, we saw a couple teenagers. People said teenagers were hard to shop for, which is fair because I just don't think teenagers like anything, let alone
Right. They want
any
cash.
gift. But I also feel like I think teenage boys are hard. I think teenage girls right now in the world of TikTok is like anything that you see on TikTok or Instagram that's like, quote, trendy,
Yeah.
they're into it. And then we had another response for the person who has everything. Which how many times like do you say like this person has everything? What aren't they able to like get for themselves? What can you get for them? So we're gonna run down some of those categories and just from others. We have women in your life, the men in your life, what the grandparents, teens, extra gifts. What I think is a very good overall rule of gift giving is little luxuries that you're unlikely to buy for yourself.
Yeah.
So, like, there are certain things where I'm like, oh, I love that, but I may not like go and spend the money on that or like
Like a fancy
upgraded.
candle.
Yeah, yeah. Or like upgraded versions of modern basics. So for me, like my pajamas are like from Marshalls and from
Right.
Target and, so I'm not gonna that's just to me like I don't spend my money in that way for pajamas. So for someone to get me like a really nice pajama set is like a little luxury. Like I love that.
I would like a poll question for like, do you own pajamas? I don't own pajamas.
Oh, are you like a
I'm
old
an
t-shirt
I'm
type
an
of gal?
Eric t-shirt every night girl.
Oh.
Yeah, is that so weird?
Well, do you have those t-shirts just become your pajamas, or
No,
you
I
just go
just
into his closet and pick a
just pick
different one
one.
every night? Oh, that's so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Usually I pick a graphic tee.
I used to be like just a combo between like random sweats that I had for 18 years
Yep.
and like some, my high school t-shirt or sorority t-shirt or something. I finally got off that train and tried to be like a little more civilized and have like matching sets or like nightgowns of sorts.
Yeah, I do have nightgowns. They're collecting dust in the drawer behind me. I
Yeah.
also, if you can see behind me, have like a bunch of stuff. I'm going through my drawers and I was like, in the spirit of this podcast, I'm not cleaning up
Showing
the
the mess.
island. I'm not
Yes.
doing it. I refuse. Like, I'm not
Mhm.
there yet. And that's
Um,
okay.
so on that, we'll start with the women in your life. One of the best I have here is the Eberge pajamas. Do you know that brand, Eberge?
Yes, I don't have any,
Love
but I've
them.
seen them.
Love them. They're like a very like soft bamboo. They come in like really pretty different patterns. They're just very like chic. They have everything ranging from like the sexiest of nightgowns to just like I want to just cover up and go to sleep and be
Right.
cozy. But
But
they're
you
like
look put together because it's a
you look
set
put
and it's,
together.
yes.
They're like 150 for a set. They have robes, matching like slippers. They have all sorts of things. So I definitely recommend Eberge. Also for women, I have never been a part of this. I feel like you like this type of stuff. Personalized stationery.
Oh,
Somebody
see,
got that for me recently and I like love it. I'm literally riddled with Mother Up podcast papers all over this desk right now. And I think it's so cute to have that. What are
that's
your
really
thoughts?
cute. I like that. So, unless, like me, I would, if it wasn't like gold and the
You're
right
like anal
font,
about it.
I
Yeah.
would freak out.
Yeah.
But I think that's actually very, very cute though. That's actually a great idea.
Yeah. So
I
there's
do
a
really
bunch of
like
different
that.
companies that you can get them like paper source, papier. They're like $40 for like a set that you
And
can
it
get
doesn't have to be
personalized.
100. It can
Right.
be 50 or 20 or
Yeah.
whatever. You know,
And
it
you can,
doesn't have
if you
to.
want to make it a higher priced gift, you add accessories to it. You get the pens to match it. You get the
Right.
little like dishes that you can put the paper in and stuff
Or
like
there's
that.
like a box.
Mhm.
Going off the robe, Kim and Ono, so it's like a play on kimono.
Oh, okay.
It's like Kim plus Ono. They have silk robes, but they also have like washable silk and different variations, but they have like hand painted silk robes that are like 250. I have one of them and I've had it for years and it's beautiful. It's like very
Yeah.
light, gorgeous. I love it when I'm getting ready, like when you get out of the shower, you're like sweating and trying to do your
Well, so I was just
makeup.
gonna ask you, like, does the silk like cool you down? Because I feel like
It's
I
the
just like,
perfect weight when you get ready.
yeah,
Like it's
okay.
perfect. And they're having 15 to 25% off. So that's something
Ooh.
that is great right now.
Love it. Love it. Okay, I'm adding that to my list. I didn't know about that one. Okay.
What other women's presents do you like?
I am obsessed with these bags, as simple as they are. They're called the JW Pay bag. It's the Gabby, and it's like the simple, like half moon type purse.
It's
with
very
the
like
ruched
Prada-esque.
strap. Yeah.
It's like Prada meets like the new Bottega bags, like how they're like just the
Yes.
little guys.
Yes, and it's very much that like quiet luxury because it's not doesn't have like a brand blasted all over it, but it's so beautifully done for the price. They're like $60 if that.
But
They
how many
come in
times do you like want a specific color bag and you're like, I'm not spending $1,000
yes.
on a lime green bag? You know, I
And
mean,
it has lime green. They have
that's what I'm
studded lime
saying.
green. They
Yes,
have
there you go.
fur lime green. They
Yep.
have every color you could think of, and they're just so beautiful. It's funny that you said that about Bottega because I actually did have one before. I had like a forest green color,
Yep.
and somebody
Their
asked me if
green isn't the right green though. Like I tried a bag that was like more Kelly green and it still wasn't the right green.
it wasn't the right one. Well,
No.
but somebody asked me if it was Bottega.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love that.
It very much does look like that. So, but I
Yeah.
think that's a nice one too. Again, like, you may not, you say to yourself, oh, I really want a green bag. You may not go out and get yourself one, but
Right.
for $60, someone can get it for you. And it's like, it's a great addition to your collection. So I love those. And then also packing cubes.
Yes.
That's like a thing, like you're not going to spend money on yourself, but I'll tell you what, that has upped my packing game like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, but on the way back, I said this before, it's like a bloodbath on the way back. Because
No.
you're just rifling stuff in whatever cube you've got.
Sometimes that's true.
But that's
Anyway.
okay. You're ready to go when you go there.
Bag Smart on Amazon is having 44% off right now of packing cubes, a bunch of different colors, really great like features to them. So definitely recommend that. Look that up. Again, all the links to what we're talking about are in the show notes. And a lot of the stuff, they're having like massive deals on right now. So we tried to include stuff that was having deals. So head over and to the show notes and check that out. Anything else for the woman in your life, or should we move on to men?
I have a few more for the woman.
Yes. Hear it.
Something I'm using right now, and I'm not telling you to be barefoot. Like literally, I was like, I'm telling everyone to be barefoot in the kitchen, pregnant. Something that I'm using right now is called Inito, Inito, and it's a tinkle test, as I like to call it, for your peak fertility, and it tests all these different hormones. It's definitely like elevated from the first response or the pre-mom, which I do not like the pre-mom. Look it up. They sold user data to China. Don't use pre-mom anymore. Inito, and it's on Amazon. You can order it there. I've been using it this month. Also, the Ulo wine filter. They have one where it comes with a carafe. It filters out like the parabens and
cool,
and all the little sediment in there.
Wait, funny story about this weekend. My father-in-law was here. He's a very quirky guy. Love him, but we got my daughter flowers for her after she did her first Thanksgiving performance, and then he went to go put them in a vase. And he was like, "Why is this vase so small at the top?" And I like turned around. And I'm like, "Because that's a wine decanter, sir."
Oh no. Oh, he's not a wine drinker, I guess.
Not a wine drinker.
Oh,
no. I've seen him drink one beer in my entire 7-year relationship with him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Was it a Yingling?
I don't think so. No,
Rats.
But it wasn't Billy.
Okay, wait, I have two more. The Coravin, which is another great wine thing. It's a little pricey, but if you're not drinking a bottle of wine, it basically essentially keeps the cork in, and you just siphon out a little bit of wine. An indoor hydroponics system. So that's like the tabletop.
What now?
So it's a little tabletop like herb garden, and it has the light on top. And it can sit on your countertop. I buy herbs all the time at the grocery store, and I just kill them.
Am I the only one not doing this?
Herbs?
Why do I see these everywhere? Yeah.
If you don't want to do that,
just people like doing their own herbs.
Well, here's what is my all-time favorite. I stand by it. I die on this hill every time. The Veg Pod. The Veg Pod is unbelievable. They have a small, which is like a long, skinny rectangle. So great for like balconies of apartments, or if you have a little patio outside, you leave it outside, you hook your hose up to it. It mists, and it has a reservoir in the bottom.
Which
it has a cover.
Using?
Like, what do I grow?
Yeah.
Basil, thyme. I love rosemary. I can't get enough of that. I love dill. Mint sometimes.
You're just cooking and you just like walk out there and grab it.
Ideally, yeah. Like when we were in Coronado, I had a big veg pod, and we had like, we planted it during the pandemic, and we had like lettuce and carrots and tomatoes and peppers. It was amazing. Like amazing. So that's a great gift as well. And then, I mean, my last great gift would be a Dyson vacuum or mini vac, because or the Dyson Airwrap is also a prime gift.
Yeah, the Dyson Airwrap, and then there's the Shark one that's like half the price. And people,
I haven't tried that one, but people say it's great. Yeah,
yeah. I've never really gotten into those, just because I don't feel that.
Because your hair's perfect.
Well, I am blessed in that area, I guess. But I'm like, I don't know that it does, because I've tried Friends, and I'm like, I don't think this does like that much different for me than.
Oh, sorry, my Nanet's going. Hold on, let me turn it off.
Jack, are you there?
I was like, who's talking? Okay. All right, back. All right, so men in your life, how about them?
So I was actually, my father-in-law and I were talking about it last night, because I said, I'm doing this podcast episode today. What do you think? You know, is this
You're like, and secretly, what do you want for Christmas?
Yeah, right? No, but he's the same as we are. Like, he's very much an experienced person. So I actually spoke to him more about like a grandparent. So I have more for that underneath. But experience. And I think that's one of the things. I think especially with men are very much the type, like, if they want something, they just get it.
Yeah.
Like they don't, analyze and overanalyze the way that we do.
Or they get it and they research it, and like they get really type A sometimes. Yeah. Like if they're looking for a new drill, like don't try it. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like we got my dad a cordless drill one time, and it might have been like, I don't know, like the steel instead of like the Black and Decker. Like I don't know. Like you don't know.
Yeah. So I think experiences are always really good. So somebody, I think we talked about this before too, like a StubHub gift card. Somebody
Yeah.
had gotten that for us for our wedding, and I thought that was such a great idea because it like
But that is you
promotes.
guys. So they clearly
Yeah.
know you so
Yeah.
well.
And I know that gift cards sometimes can feel impersonal, but if you say like, "Hey, I know you love going to sporting events or whatever, like would love to, contribute to you being able to do so or whatever it may be, or there's like new concerts coming up or something like that."
Yeah.
Um, I also love, I keep seeing these advertised, the Ember temperature controlled coffee cups.
Eric has one and he's obsessed.
It's so sleek looking.
Obsessed.
Does he have
Yeah.
the black one?
I think I got the white one.
Okay.
But obviously like you just can't put it in the like dishwasher. You have to hand wash it.
Yeah. Yeah, which is fine. I feel like
Yeah.
most other coffee cups, like, the Yetis and stuff, they're all hand washed too.
Yeah.
But so this little thing, it comes with like a charging disc, and then you put the coffee cup on top of it, and through the electricity, through the sounded like the Grinch just there.
I know.
Through the electricity, it heats the cup up and keeps
And
the
you can
coffee
set it
hot
to whatever
for-
time or whatever temperature.
Yeah. So we have a link for that also in the show notes. They're 27% off right now. So it's
That's dope.
$110 for those, and that's like
They're
every
worth it.
morning,
Yeah,
they'll
it's
use
worth it.
They'll think of you.
Because
I like that
how
one.
many times do you go to the microwave with your cup of coffee?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. Mark's trick is we always got to breakfast, and he's like, "Can I get an extra plate?" And then he puts the plate on top of the coffee cup to
That's smart.
he wants it to like burn his face while he's drinking it.
Eric's the same way. Oh my god, it has to literally like singe his like taste buds off.
Yeah. Which nothing sounds worse to me.
What about a meter? Have you heard of that?
No.
A meter, like MEATER.
Oh, like a meat reader.
Yes.
Got it.
So they go into the meat. They're like these little probes. They're about this big. There's a set of 4. And you can set it. It's amazing. I use it all the time when I'm cooking. I use it for salmon because I'm always like weird with salmon. Like I want to make sure it's cooked, but I don't want to overcook it because it's for Jack. And you set it in your phone. What are you cooking? Salmon. Here's the suggested temperature. Probe is in the oven. And then it tells you it's like remove from heat.
That's
Set
so
for 2
interesting.
minutes. But you can get a set of 4. Like I like my steak medium rare plus. Eric's more of like a medium. Like he's like medium rare plus too. But like Jack can't have that. So it's like you can set all of them, which is such a great gift.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, but things like that too, like find out what they like and what
Yeah.
they're like passionate about. Like they really like grilling. I remember one year for Father's Day, Mark was super into the grill, which is so funny because he hasn't touched it in months now. But when he was very into the grill, I did get him like a really nice set of grilling tools
Yep.
and a book, like a cookbook of different things. that
What
you could
grill
do in
did
the
he
grill.
get?
I don't even remember.
Is it like the smoker?
The one that we have, no, the one that we have now is like part of like the outdoor kitchen. It's like a
Right.
built-in type of thing.
Right.
But I know people are obsessed with that egg.
The egg or the Traeger. It's like it's one or the other. Like I don't think like you can't be both.
Yeah.
The Traeger coffee rub is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Also the BS rubs like Bull beep.
Oh.
Amazing. They're all so good.
If you've got an athletic man in your life, they will probably love the Theragun.
Yes.
Or some other type of contraption that does the same thing like my husband does. My husband uses it every single night.
He's just walking
Every
around
single
with
night.
it. Eric has this workout thing. It's called the Pump. He got it on Amazon, and it's just like a resistance band that you can do all these exercises with. So if your guy travels, perfect.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, and there's actually like a travel size Theragun too that I think is only like $150 maybe. But right now the Theraguns are 33% off on Amazon, so they're down to $199. They come with like all the different heads that you can change it and massage different for areas of the body. So if somebody who is athletic in your life would probably love that. Anything else for the men in your life?
One more, which is also it can be for everyone. The LG Stand By Me. I literally have it right here next to me. I don't know if you can see it. It's coming in.
What is it?
It's basically an iPad on wheels.
Yes.
And it's like at eye level if you're sitting down. And I'm not condoning like screen time, but it's unbelievable. Eric actually uses it if he's watching like an additional football game. So like you bring it around, but like when we're over, like how many times do you try to prop up an iPad and it just falls over or and you can spin it like vertical, horizontal, whichever way you want to do it. Play games on there. It has access to the internet. I like it because I can wheel it wherever I am and like watch a show. If I'm like in the bathroom plucking my eyebrows or like doing my
Yeah.
skincare routine, like, and I'm watching Gilded Age and I want it to follow me. It's
Is it
really
one of those
unbelievable.
smart TVs that you could do other things with? Like, is it one of the calendar type things too, or it's only
I don't
TV?
know. I'm
Okay.
sure I could download a calendar app on it though.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, but it's no, it has like it's basically like an iPad. It has individual apps on it.
Yeah. And what's that
Um
called again?
LG Stand By Me, and they just came out with one. It's expensive. It's like $800 or $900. They just came out with one that's in a suitcase. So like it's if you travel or if
Oh my
you're like
gosh.
camping, it's like you lift up the
Yeah.
suitcase and it pops out.
Oh, that's so cool.
But the one on wheels is literally next level. It's unbelievable.
Smart. Smart.
Now to the daunting task. What do you get the grandparents?
Grandparents. Okay. The grandparents, I actually think, is easy because they think that anything the children do is the cutest thing they've ever seen in their entire life.
Yeah.
So I have Shutterfly personalized gifts,
Okay.
like by the dozens. You get calendars with the kids' pictures. You get mugs with like they can even like have them write something and send that in. There's actually really cute, again, like elevating everyday stuff, but making it like either luxurious
Personal.
or personalized. So like wireless chargers. There was the cutest picture of Sienna that I got for Mark one year,
Oh,
made into a wireless charger, and it just like sat on his nightstand.
that's so
But,
cute.
like, wouldn't your or your either my or your mom would like
Love
love
that.
that?
My
Yeah.
mom got Eric for his birthday a mug. I'm piggybacking off of that. Anything on Etsy. Like to your point,
Yes.
if they love something, like if they whatever it is, whatever their hobby is, like if they love pickleball, I'm sure you can
Oh, I saw
absolutely get
so
pickleballs
many.
with like a baby's face on it. Like
Yes.
golf balls with somebody's face on it.
Yes.
My mom got Eric a coffee mug and it says Jack's dad and it just has a big picture of Jack's head. And my dad saw it and he's like, "Well, I would like one of those."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's really good to go and search those sites like Etsy or Shutterfly or anything
Yeah.
like that because it can give you ideas of stuff that you wouldn't even think of, but like how to take something so mundane and make it fun by personalizing it. Another thing in the lines of like picture frames, those Aura digital frames. Do you ever see those?
I have not, but I love my Aura ring. That's also a great gift. They're $100 off right now.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if that's the same company. It's the AU.
OURA.
Oh,
No,
this
this
is
is OU.
AURA.
Yep.
How about that? Okay, so this is a digital picture frame that comes with an app that you can invite people to, and everyone sends
Love that.
pictures
And you can
into it.
upload it.
Yeah, so for families that you all live in different directions, or like especially grandparents, if there's grandkids all over the country, get the whole family onto the same app, and
I
you
love
start
that.
uploading the pictures. So like they're
You
sitting
could be
there.
somewhere and just upload it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have
Like
you heard of
you.
Facebook Portal?
No.
Or it's kind of like that, but it's like on demand, like FaceTime. But like same thing. Like if you're long distance, it's great.
Yeah. Yeah. So like my stepsister got it for my mom and her fiance, and like they'll be sitting in their living room and they'll just like see it, but they're like, "Oh, I haven't seen that
Those
picture
are new.
before."
Ah!
Like that's a new one. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that so much.
And
Oh my god.
then here's what's fun if you really want to take it up a notch. So I have family on my dad's side had got it for me, and we have it in our house. But what they do, they haven't terrorized mine too much.
No.
But what they do is they will upload like the most random pictures.
Like just Google search images of like somebody.
Like Snooki was on my one cousin's one, or like her at somebody's bachelorette party, like totally wasted with like got
Oh my
uploaded. And it's
god.
just like funny. So you can like play jokes on people too through it. So it's just I think it's a really nice thing to keep the family together when people live in all different directions. And I'm sure their grandparents would love that. Another little luxury I thought grandparents might like, a towel warmer.
Oh, that's so nice.
They have
Yeah.
these little, like, they're like the size of a trash can, basically. I mean, obviously a little bit larger for the towel
Yeah.
to fit in there, but it doesn't take up too much space in the bathroom. You plug
Right.
it in, you drop the towel in. By the time they're done their shower or the bath, you take it out, and they're nice and cozy.
Oh, there's
How
this
nice is that?
there's this website. It's called Tana Or. I don't know if I'm saying it wrong. It's TANAOR. And it's like nano Bible jewelry. So it's like, it would be like a little charm bracelet and like written in the charm bracelet, like in microscopic font is the entire Bible.
Oh my goodness.
So it's like a necklace, bracelet. They have rings. And they're really pretty too. And it ranges from like gold plated to 100% gold filled. But that's if somebody's more religious,
Yeah.
that's a great gift.
Yeah, that's very special. The towel warmer, again in the show notes, is 15% off right now on Amazon for
Yes.
$120. Yeah.
Do you have to mount it, or is it a standalone like plug-in
Nope,
guy?
standalone. Yeah,
Love
right.
that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know which ones you're talking about, but that's what makes these kind of cool is that you can really just put it anywhere.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Anything else you want to share for grandparents, or are we moving on to teens? Because
I think we can move on to teens.
Okay. Teens, like I said, I think that you can go onto TikTok and just scroll a little bit and just be like, oh, that thing that everybody seems to be wearing, great.
I'm sure there's a list too, like
Yeah,
TikTok trend holiday gifts.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you just
totally.
Google it.
But it seems I feel like such an old person. It seems what the kids are into these days
The whippersnappers.
are those young whippersnappers. They really are into like beauty and self-care. So like
Yeah.
those like headbands that everybody has to put your
Yeah.
hair back, to be able to wash your face.
Which are literally just headbands.
That's correct. Don't tell them. Okay? We're trying to help everyone so that the teens don't know the secrets.
I saw this. I think I said it. I don't know if I said it to you. There was this meme today. It was basically like, you guys love the 90s? Oh, you love the 90s? How about you leave your phone at home? How about you sit on the bus and stare at your feet and then look at a tree and then stare at your feet again? Oh, you're at soccer practice and your mom's late? Look at your feet again. Like, it's just like, you don't have a phone. You want our style so badly.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like, let me just draw your eyebrows on because that was
my
a thing.
God.
Horrific. Or anything with like you're talking about your phone, any phone accessories, any cool cases, any type of photo accessory. So the Fujifilm Instacam is also on sale.
Those are great
now for $69. They're just so fun for them to be able to have with their friends. Also, if you think about the stuff that you like, and if it's not breaking the bank, like anything that you would get yourself is probably a massive splurge for a teenager.
Right.
So if there's a special eyeshadow that you like, or a special lotion, or like any type of jewelry, just something that you would like a costume jewelry type thing.
I also like don't be afraid of gift cards, like gas cards, Uber Eats cards, Uber gift cards are huge too, especially for like a college kid.
That's true.
What were you gonna say though? Sorry.
I was gonna say Zodiac candle.
Mm-hmm.
There's these really cool ones. I feel like Zodiac is very trending and like that's all over TikTok these days. But there's these candles that are like literally has 365 days of the year. You pick your birthday and it has all this like specific stuff about the person. So again, something so simple, but it's personalized for them to make them feel a little bit more special. And it has like all this different like information about what their birthday means.
I love that. I actually did. My aunt got me that for one of my birthdays during the pandemic. But even for them, like a cooking class might be fun, like something that's very personal and like you said, splurgy, where it's like, oh, I'd never buy that for myself. Or like I would never even know how to find that for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Then other than that, I just had some like extra things on my list that really can go to anybody. I think every household needs a rabbit corkscrew. I think that you're going to tell me you have some other outlandish thing I've never even heard of.
Is that like the automatic guy?
There's the automatic one or the manual one. Rabbit makes both of them. But
I think I just have a regular corkscrew.
So many different finishes.
I'm such a loser.
Different colors.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were going to tell me you had some like enormous machine that did it for you in a special way that like I don't even know what.
No, I just have one of the automatic ones like from Amazon.
But that's always good for like a host, bringing it to a house or just the somebody else in your life. What's up?
I just thought of one more. There's an ice mold that I've put on my. I think I sent it to you, didn't I? I did send it to you. It's an ice mold for like a champagne bottle or a wine bottle, and you can put like flowers or you can put like little pumpkins in it, like whatever it is, and then as it melts, like you gradually see that.
Yeah.
The other thing I just thought of, and I'm sorry, I'm like my brain is literally not working today, so I'm stepping on your toes to say this because
weird.
It's working.
You're having a squirreling moment. We've never experienced that ever on this show.
What about a photo printer Like I think
Yes.
Kodak maybe has one. Like just
Yes.
like they're little, they're compact, and then like I know my mom loves pictures. Like
Yeah.
you're better than me. I don't want pictures everywhere because it's just
Mhm.
like another task of like changing them out. And it's not feng shui, TBH.
Yeah. I had to cut down. I actually have like maybe 100 frames sitting in our laundry room at the moment that I have to like
Really?
sort through. Yeah, because we really cut down on the amount because we did them more like aesthetically in
Right.
terms of the ones that we like
Sprinkled.
hung over the staircase and above certain walls. In fact, they're mounted now with like
Right.
the pretty like acrylic frames
Right.
instead of just like on tabletop surfaces.
Well, you were
and
going
things
to
like that.
do a gallery wall, or did I make that up?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
We did. Yeah. So yeah, I don't have like a use for like the little frames anymore. That's actually something I was going to donate to this organization that I know here that has like a home store that they sell stuff in.
That's amazing.
But yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. I think the photo printer is can definitely get used. That's a good grandparent gift. That's a good teen gift. That's a oh bless you.
Thank you.
Wow, that was a really silent one.
I muted it.
Oh.
Yep, that was not silent. It was very, very loud.
And then an air tag I thought could be an interesting
Ooh.
thing. Kind of one of those things that like you don't know you need until you have it and you're like, wow, I'm so glad that I do.
Like, where do you put it? I don't have them.
So I got Mark one that he put in his wallet because he loses his wallet all the time. And not like loses it, but just loses it in the house.
Right.
So there are certain ones I like researched it. Like Tile can tell you there's the Tile card, which is really nice because it's shaped like a credit card and you can put it in your wallet.
Okay.
That's like if you leave it at a restaurant. It doesn't geotagging doesn't really work within
a house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the AirTag does a lot better. But
well, people have the AirTag like bracelets for kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen that, or they put it in shoes, or they put it in backpacks. You put it in your own purse if you were to leave it somewhere. Or
right.
You attach it to car keys. You attach it to. Some people put it like in the back of their phone, which is smart. And you have it to link it to like a spouse's phone. So I just think there's so many different uses for it. It's obviously like a safety thing, but again, it's like something that you wouldn't think of getting for yourself. So that's
right.
Good. And then I love a good gift box. I love to be able to like when you want to send a gift to somebody.
Yes.
It's hard because the gift itself may be lovely, but then the presentation is just absolute shit and not what you wanted, and it like doesn't give that feel. Again, we're dealing with families that are kind of all over the country, and you're sending things, or you're just sending it to somebody that you love, and you just can't be there for the holiday and want to say.
And also, you're on a budget. Like also you have groceries and a car to gas up. Yeah. And food to buy. So that's groceries. I don't know what I'm saying.
There's these gift boxes that Better Homes and Garden did like research on all of these different companies that what's their presentation, what's the quality of the product when you get it, what's the ease of use, what's the, how do the gift notes come and all of that. So we'll put that link in the show notes too, but it's the best gift basket list from Better Home and Garden. So cruise down that list and just be able to send.
Was there one that you remember that stuck out to you that you were like, whoa, I didn't know that existed?
I mean, there were a lot of like food things that were like a lot more fun than just there were a lot of like fruit baskets and cheese baskets, which you've seen, but then there were just like fun things too. I thought that was good. Where
it's not just like cheese in plastic thrown in a bag.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is a Philips pasta maker. Have you heard of this?
Maker.
Yeah. So I bought it thinking that I'd just whip up some pasta, and I tried it the other night, and I don't think I loaded it properly, and I actually broke the attachment. So stand by on whether or not it works, but there is a Philips pasta
Casey's
maker.
asking for another one. Any listener would like to get one for her?
Unfortunately, I only broke the angel hair attachment. It's like a piece of plastic and it popped. And we were on the phone and Eric's like, whoa, Kacie just like blew up the kitchen. It was just the pasta maker. So no angel hair in the Hosmer house, but
I do love a good angel hair.
I love those, like, and I don't have a good one, but like the at-home ice cream maker, or like those
Yeah.
fun, like novelty things where you're like, wow, this is, and maybe that's even something where it becomes a tradition where you're like, oh, every time I go to my grandma's house, like she has an ice cream maker and we make ice cream, or I don't know, or
Yeah.
like whatever.
I think if you're going to do that, it's like then get them something to really start it off with and get like a set of bowls to go with
Ooh,
it.
what about a sourdough starter?
Not I.
I want one.
Okay.
I just don't know where to get it.
Next time I have a meeting with Santa, I will let him know.
He would definitely know. He probably has like 1,000-year-old starter. You're a hoot.
That this took some stress off of your shopping, that you now navigate your way over to the show notes. You make a couple clicks. You pour yourself a nice glass of wine.
Not eggnog.
That you opened with the rabbit corkscrew. And you
filtered with the Ulo.
Filtered with the Ulu. And you just enjoy the rest of this holiday season, as you should. As you should. And you know what? We have a couple other episodes coming up in the next few weeks that are not holiday related. But then on the 18th, holiday hot take. Mark your calendars. We're going at it. We'll definitely put some stuff on social that we want you to...
Your feedback.
Yeah. We want you to... What do we need to debate? What do we need to bring to the table and just have it out?
Do you want to see what I just found in my drawer?
Uh-oh.
Speaking of the 90s, I just found my tanning goggles.
Purple tanning goggles. When's the last time you've gone tanning?
I literally went tanning. This is terrible, for my wedding. And I got like what looked like liver spots on my ring hand.
Oh, good.
Actual liver spots. So in every picture, I'm like this.
Can you throw them out right now?
Well, no, because I like them for outside too. Right? Like I like these for outside because you don't want a sunglass tan. And we all wear big mom sunglasses.
Fair.
So I have to keep them, but I just found them. Yeah, send us your holiday hot takes.
Yeah.
Do you want to share one just as like a, for instance? That's it's a word that
for instance, we were talking about like, I know some families that Santa gets every single gift under the tree. And
right.
I know some families where Santa only brings one gift per child.
Right.
What do we think is best? I know some people that put their tree up the day after Thanksgiving and they leave it up until God knows when. I know people that won't put it up until the night before Christmas. And
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Takes it down. You know what? Like, so just some of those things of what are crazy and what's normal and what's, you know, gifting etiquette. We've kind of talked about a little bit.
We can talk about like Christmas movies. Are they actually Christmas movies?
I have that too. I have a list somewhere of some stuff that you were going ham with one day.
Me?
On it. Yeah. On holiday stuff.
I don't recall.
Yeah. I'll have to
You have a list?
Yeah.
Gosh, maybe you're Santa. I'll have to check that twice. All right. Well, hey, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Hope your pants fit again by now.
Yeah.
Mine sure don't.
You look beautiful.
All I want for Christmas is, I don't know, just health and happiness, and that's it.
Health. You need some health.
I need some health.
You're sneezing and muting your way through this episode. Thanks for sticking it out. Thanks for sticking it out. This is how much she loves all of you.
All right, party people.
We love you. Talk to you soon.
Mwah.